Welcome to Push Culture News. My name is Brian Davenport, and this is the February edition of the Push Culture News Desk. We've got a great show for you today. There's almost 30 decks. Some you may have never seen before, some are currently available, and some are familiar favorites that have been lovingly updated. As you can see, we have moved to a new location. The Longboard Loft in New York City will be our new home. We will be building a more proper film studio as the year progresses, but as we are making the transition, feel free to let us know what you think in the comments section below. Be sure you stay with us till the end. We'll be showing you the entire 2013 lineup from Arbor, and for our main feature from Comet Skateboards, a pro model from none other than Liam Morgan. The Greener Pastures guys have wrapped up their trip, but there's still a couple of days to get in on the Indiegogo campaign and get some specially branded Greener Pastures offshore products while supporting this great trip. Now to Patrick and the guys for an update.
Hello from Greener Pastures. I'd like to give you a little update on how our 3 weeks of filming went. Sitting here with Camillo Cespedes and Ethan Cochard.
Yo.
Tell us a little bit about the trip.
It was rad. Long 3 weeks.
I'm super bummed about everybody leaving. I had the best time ever. Yeah, met lots of people I wanted to know, get to know how they ride. Shred, awesome heels.
Amazing hills.
It's amazing.
Yeah. This whole place is nothing like back home. It's not like your local neighborhood hill or kind of terrain. This place is something else. Mountain roads that go for miles upon miles and at every turn possible. So buttery. Every wheel feigns here. So if you're having trouble not leaving feign lines, then you should come here. But we're not going to tell you where we are. So good luck. Good luck.
We've had a very interesting mix of different riding styles. People from all over the globe. The terrain changes so much, and there's so many different opportunities for different styles, different types of riding here. It's been a paradise, absolute paradise for the 3 weeks we've been here.
We skated the steepest hill I've ever seen. It was literally like this. Like, you can see that from your perspective. Yeah, but it was like literally like that. And yeah, it was very hard. It's not as easy as you think.
Looking forward to you seeing everything. Unfortunately, it doesn't come out until September, but you'll be able to see some teasers every few weeks leading up to the trailer release in August. So keep updated on the website, skategreenerpastures.com.
Yeah. And thank you, Push Culture, for the pants, the red clothes.
Yeah!
The greatest things ever. Look at these green bad boys. Oh man, only ones. Stoked. But
road rash free body is very grateful.
Yeah, when I crashed in that guardrail, I didn't get any road rash. I lost a pocket, but got no road rash. It was sweet. And ankles screwed up. But anyways, it was a lot of fun wearing these clothes and not getting hurt.
Thank you, Push Culture.
Thank you, Push Culture.
Thank you, Push Culture.
Back to you, Brian!
Back to you, Brian.
With so many boards to choose from, we decided the best place to start today would be with Noah Sakamoto's guest model from Comet Skateboards. If you don't know who Noah is, this should refresh your memory. As I'm sure is true for many of you, it was Noah's riding that first inspired me to ride downhill. So for his guest model, the Sakamoto is a well thought out double kick with a narrow waist and generous wheel wells, measuring in at 35 by 9¼ inches at its widest. Putting this deck on top of the stack is just a subtle way of saying, on behalf of myself and all the others you've inspired, thank you. Also in the 35-inch double kick category, we have Earthwing's Skateboar. A few months ago, we showed you the Steve Kong Pro Model Executioner. This is a scaled-up all-wood version of that timeless shape. Brian Petrie, founder of Earthwing, has been making skateboards since the 90s, and he recently told me, despite the variety of high-quality boards he's produced over the years, the one he is most proud of is Earthwing's Street Deck. I guess it should be no surprise in today's market that it's also his worst-selling product. If there ever was a company by skaters for skaters, it's Earthwing Giant Skateboards. And for the largest double kick of the day, we have the new stretched 39-inch Yo Face from Bustin Boards. This is more than just a new offering. It's Bruno Cedera Sorondo's pro model. He's a very talented young skater from Spain. The construction of this larger Yo Face has been refined, and the finished product is a hill-bombing, pool-riding, free-ride machine that features the same shapes you've come to appreciate from its little brother. Also new from the Brooklyn shop is the 5.0 wheel. After riding these ourselves, it's clear there is something nicely different about a wheel with no color added to the urethane. It just feels pure. The Maryhill Festival of Speed and Bustin Boards have teamed up to give you the option to not only customize a Bustin Sportster with your favorite Maryhill graphic, but to also support America's biggest race. From the Bustin website, you can create a complete with your favorite colorway, and $50 of the purchase will go directly to the event organizers. This is a limited edition run of only 100 decks, so be sure you don't miss the opportunity. If as a sport we begin finding creative ways to support events, we will move closer towards sustainability in the years to come. From Seattle, Washington, the guys at Omen Longboards have sent us a brand new Kush, the standalone drop deck amongst a year of top mount releases. The Kush is the first of a lineup of high-tech downhill models in the works this year at Omen Longboards and should be available by March 28th. It features rock-solid maple construction, is just under 37 inches long, and has a 30-inch wheelbase. The wedges work to aid steering in the front while stabilizing the rear, which has steep concave and a solid W that mellows out towards the front. Omen makes these nice detailed fact sheets for their boards, so feel free to pause it if you'd like all the juicy details. Now, I know this is a lot of product and we've got a lot more coming up, so let's take a quick break for a segment we'd like to call Real Quick. Real quick, here's 3 things I think are cool and want to tell you about. 1, this Canadian guy that moved to Australia named Justin Abreu made this awesome video called One Man Slide Jam, so check it out. 2, there's this rad 3D rendering of Martin Segrist's Tuck. If you want to figure out how to improve yours, this might help. And 3, there's a lot of videos out there where some rad dude is skating some rad product that we've recently talked about on the show. So here's the first of many segments I'm going to call, Yo Dude, did you see that video where What's-His-Face killed it on? And first up is Jake Wade. Yo dude, did you see that video where Jake Wade killed it on the Landyachtz Peacemaker? All the links are in the description below. Also from Omen are these 2 top mounts. The first, the Spawn, is Omen's more simple directional top mount. Be sure to pause the show to check out the cool bins they've come up with on the Spawn. Here are the details on the equally impressive Sugar. This is a kick-tailed free-ride masterpiece that also utilizes a feature-rich design to yield a seemingly simple and comfortable platform. With both the Spawn and the Sugar, you can see the guys at Omen are raising the bar on what was once a simple top mount design. Are you looking for a good time for only $119? Then check out from Sector 9, the 76 Complete. And here to show you just what it's capable of is our buddy, Louis Poloni. After the break, we'll be back with Wolfgang Coleman and the 2013 Wolfshark from Landyachtz. Modern freeriding has been developing a symmetrical top mount shape all its own that is becoming known as the brick. Here's 3 exciting examples of how the industry is meeting the demand for this rider evolution. Starting with the most perfectly simple design is the Comet Archetype, which will be released on March 11th. It is the longest of the 3 at 37 inches. The trucks mount flush, which keeps them at their stated angles instead of being affected by the rocker. The gentle concave provides that consistent foot platform that you can rely on from Comet skateboards. Up next is the recently released Jet Hot Potato. Spicing up the raw design of the brick, they incorporated an ever so gentle kicktail. It's small, but it makes a big difference. And the subtle micro drop gives you a great locked-in feel. We'll be showing you a couple more jet boards later in the show. DB Longboards released the Lunch Tray back in November. Its nice concave, flared wheel wells, and steep rocker all combine to provide ample wheel clearance. With 16 wheelbase options, you're sure to find the one that fits you just right. DB also makes the Cloud Ride wheels. They claim they will feign on the first slide and stay good to the core. The most noticeable feature of the Ozone, their ideal center set freeride wheel, is the 6 millimeters of rounded edge that will allow you to easily yet predictably break traction. Check out the entire lineup at dblongboards.com. Paul Kent's long-held world record for the 24-hour Ultra Skate was broken in January by Andy Andrus. The new record is set at 261 miles. Paul will be attempting to reclaim his title this summer. For now, here's Paul Kent with an update.
Hey everybody, Paul Kent here with a training update. I spent the last few months of my workup training focusing on body recomposition. What that is essentially I'm training off all of my excess body fat and trying my best to replace it with lean muscle mass. Now, this is primarily a diet thing. Some Yves Veggie Round Round, which is texturized vegetable protein. I've had to run some pretty extreme caloric deficits and some caloric surpluses in conjunction with training. Primarily strength training, but I've also resorted to cross-country skiing due to it being winter and Canada.
Downtown Calgary, out for a bike ride.
I'm coming off a terrible base right now. Last year, the first part of the year, I was injured. The second half, I took it off completely with the arrival of my son and his many health defects. I would basically go back and forth 7 days a week from the hospital to work. I guess the last stage of my body recompositioning is right here. This here counts on all the scales as lean body mass. Next time you see me, I'm gonna let you in a little bit more on my personal life and some of my struggles. In the weeks to come, workup training when I actually get back on the skateboard. And in the meantime, back to you, Brian.
And now, hailing from the Great White North is someone I know holds a special place in all of your hearts. Wolfgang Coleman with the 2013 Wolfshark.
Thanks, Mr. Davenport. I'm Wolfgang Coleman. I'm here with the new 2013 Wolfshark. More wheelbase options! The foot platform is shorter than last year, so it's smaller! But it's the same width in the back and the front, because last year the back was wider. We got new graphic, better than last year, better than the year before. That's drawn after me, it's modeled after me. It was a good day. For this year, we got a little bit of different concave change. We got some of these wheel flares in the front and back to keep your feet nice and locked in. So you have a point here where there's a dip in the concave after the radial, as well as a dip here from the W and the wheel thing. Anyways, this board this year is way better than last year and way better than the year before that. I'm really excited about this. Back to you, Davenport.
Thanks, Wolf. The new deck also features a sublimated graphic, which we are starting to see more and more of. That means the graphic is protected underneath the bottom layer of fiberglass, which can keep it fresh for multiple seasons. The Landyachtz Dinghy is a mini board with big personality. When I ride this little guy, I can't help but be reminded of the Peacemaker. It's like a perfectly scaled down model with neon colors that practically glow in the dark and squishy grip tape. Need I say more? You can get one with trackers and micro monsters for just $147 from Landyachtz.com. But check with your local shop first. They may have one on the shelf already. When we come back, we'll have 2 UP signature decks, plus the 2013 Arbor Icon Collection. Years ago, Sergio Yupi redefined what it meant to go sideways on a skateboard. Since then, he's had children and grown up a little, but lucky for us, his kids were born with his innate ability to spin their way down a hill. Jet Skateboards has recognized this family dynasty by providing both Sergio and Fernando with their own pro models. Here we have Sergio's Super Slider, the Wrath, and Fernando's Violator. Part of me thinks Fernando just wanted a big canvas to put this hilarious graphic on, but either way, you've got to appreciate how this kit seems to be soaking up every ounce of life put in front of him. Every family is family, and we all know how that goes, but it's been fun watching the next generation of Yuppies continue to inspire the next generation of skaters. For 2013, the Arbor Riders, headed by team manager Max Myers, have done a full redesign of the entire downhill lineup. With the Wugenhausen's release began a respectable effort to expand and improve upon the Arbor brand. The original Wugenhausen is still a great freeride and downhill deck, measuring in at 37 inches with a 28-inch wheelbase. The Cypher is essentially the drop-through version of the Wugenhausen, and the Prodigy begins deviating from the mold a bit with a drop platform and W all the way from front to back. Starting with the first of two very exciting new releases is the Highground. It's a directional top mount that brings together all the speedboarding and race experience the Arbor team has accumulated over the years. The front of the deck features steep concave and a flat foot platform. The wheel wells are bent into a unique shape that actually works like a foot stop. The deck tapers towards the rear with a solid W concave starting halfway back. This deck feels like a perfect marriage of features utilized to keep a racer on top. And last but certainly not least is the Backlash. What I'm guessing will be one of the year's best sellers. This deck is almost 40 inches long, has a 24-inch wheelbase, a 3-inch nose, and a fully functioning kicktail. They left little to be desired on this one. The wheel wells are plenty deep, the standing platform is rockered, and the trucks mount flush. With impressive new graphics by Eric Weitzig, the 2013 Arbor Icon Collection has just about every type of downhill board you might need.
Hey Push Culture, thanks for checking us out. I'm out here on the Highground.
Got the new Arbor Backlash. You all do us a favor, have yourself a great day.
Mark. Yes. Good work, guys. With all these great skateboards on the show today, we are proud to close it out with a first look at a highly anticipated pro model from one of the most talented skaters in the game. Liam Morgan has just turned 18 years old, and he is now officially a professional. For the first time ever, here's the greasy young man himself with his very own pro model from Comet Skateboards.
Yo, what's up, Push Culture? My name's Liam. I'm here to talk a little bit about my new pro model board. I've designed it kind of similar to the other two, the Grease Hammer and the Grease Shark, but it's got a slightly different shape and different concave and rocker. I'm really digging the way it's been holding me in for slides. And yeah, I'm stoked on it. Thanks to Comet for giving me this opportunity to get my board out there. Yeah, back to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Liam. We've seen lots of great decks on the show today. And with all their varying features, ranging from subtle to complex, it's interesting to note that the Morgan, our featured board, is one of the most simply designed. It's not the skateboard that makes a good skateboarder. It's being willing to push the limits of what you know you can accomplish. And then, in this case, doing it all switch. Congratulations, Liam, on writing your name in the history books the old-fashioned way, stamping it on a skateboard. Thanks for watching. My name is Brian Davenport, and I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below, and stay up to date so we can keep you informed by following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at PushCulture, and please subscribe to our channel at pushculturenews.com.
I'm Max Myers. Hey Push Culture, hope you guys are having a great day.